Part of the privileges of doing this show is that you get to meet talented people who make up the region, who enrich it, bring their culture, their experiences to it, and make it what it is. You know, the destination Baja is. Right now I'm here in Tecate, and we're gonna get to talk to this chef, young Japanese Mexican chef who grew up in Mexico City, fell in love with Baja, and has won international awards now while cooking and making a life for himself, enriching the region with the preparation of his foods, using the resources here in this region of Baja. And we're gonna talk to him right now. His name is Marcelo. He's standing right next to me. How you doing, buddy?
Hi,
how you doing?
How are
very
you?
nice. Very nice to see you, my friend.
So nice to see you.
You know, when I first met you, I was shocked, you know, when you told me that you are not only of Japanese descent, but you're full Japanese. And when it comes to ethnicity, your parents are 100% Japanese. You have no Mexican blood in you. You've adopted all the mannerisms of Mexico. Could you speak a little Spanish just so people see how Mexican you are now?
Sí, claro que sí. Mucho gusto. Mi nombre es Marcelo Hisaki. Yo nací en la Ciudad de México. Mis padres son japoneses, pero pues aquí estamos en Tecate cocinando y pues con muchísimo gusto. Y ¡viva México!
Mind blown, man.
But they keep speaking English to me, you know, like
The universe no longer makes sense to me.
Spanish. Yeah, it's strange, but it's great. My family meal will be like asado with rice, miso soup, sashimi, and some kind of trying to make enchiladas because my mom was learning Mexican food.
All these
you know?
meals, all these different cultural meals.
Yeah, all these cultural meals. It was crazy stuff. And you know, my parents used to speak me in Japanese, but at the same time they would speak in Spanish, but they would have this Argentinian accent.
Yeah.
So you know, they were like,
Vení, sentate a la mesa.
and I was like, hi, you know, like in Japanese and answering. It was crazy stuff. And then
you're like, ay voy mamá, ya soy del México, ya soy de la Ciudad de México, right? You're responding with a Mexico City accent.
Like a Mexico City boy. And that's why I think that I don't speak anything like completely fine. But I communicate.
Before we continue, like, can you tell me the award? Because I met you at a ceremony.
Yeah.
That's how I met him. I actually met him at a ceremony, and he was getting this award. Can you remind me what that award was? Because it sounded pretty cool. What was it?
What I won is the national competition to represent Mexico on the Bocuse d'Or, which is the most prestigious and important culinary competition in the world.
Oh, wow.
When I was younger, I always have this attachment to food. And for me, it was something very important in the way I grew up.
Marcelo's upbringing and love for the craft of cooking puts him on a level above. His food enthusiasm has not only affected his career, but it was also an integral part in him meeting his wife Reyna, who is here with us today. Imagine that, brought together by the mutual love of cooking.
We met through a scholarship that is given on the whole country called, the organization that gave us is called La Fundación Turquoise.
You both are winners of this scholarship?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I went in pastry and he went in
in
kitchen.
Savory Kitchen,
Yes,
in kitchen itself.
Oh, really?
Yeah, cooking.
And you
So-
met in that?
in Mexico City.
Mexico
I
City.
was his
Yeah.
French tutor.
Oh, really?
Because I already knew a little bit of French, and
You
he.
know French?
Yes,
Oh,
we both
wow.
know,
Oh,
and he
wow.
speaks
Yeah, now
Japanese
we
too.
do, yeah.
So he speaks 4 languages.
So you speak Japanese, Spanish, English,
And French.
And French.
In French.
Yes.
Well,
And you speak Spanish, English, French?
And French, yeah.
and she was born in Mexicali.
Mexican.
but
Oh,
she-
you're a Baja
yeah,
girl.
Yes,
Guys.
and I
she's
was
Baja
raised
girl.
here in Tecate.
Right,
She
right.
was raised in Tecate.
Okay, so you meet at this school. What happens next?
It was like
Yeah.
a 6-month program in Mexico City and then
Gotcha.
6 months in Monaco.
We went to
Yes.
Monaco together. We were working there and study abroad. She on pastries and me on cooking.
But your
Experience
specialty is
amazing.
pastries.
Yeah, I like that very much.
Yeah, she's
I
now
just-
into everything. as
Yeah.
well. She has
Even
to know a little
restaurant
bit of
management
everything
and
I love
a lot
pastries,
of
just saying
things.
that.
Yes. Oh, French.
Oh,
Like,
you love her pastries.
yes. French
Yeah, I
have
am
like
partial
a
to
very
desserts, so
technique.
you should know that. So we're gonna make this interview about you now. No, no.
Yeah,
I'm just
that
kidding.
happens. Nah, it's
We're gonna
okay,
switch
perfect.
this right on the go.
Right in the middle. Yeah, it's all about Reyna.
So you came back
So-
here to do your test, get your degree.
Yes, and then got a job here in Tecate.
Oh, really?
And yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
I mean,
why
well, she's been working for a
Yes.
long time here in Rancho, but she always dreamed about being, executive chef of the ranch and
Oh
everything.
yeah.
Well,
And is that what you
but-
are now?
Yes.
The executive chef
Yeah.
here?
Yes.
I know that the ranch here, Rancho La Puerta, focuses a lot on healthy food.
Yes.
Are you able to make both your healthy stuff for people here and your non-healthy stuff for people like me? Do you still make both? Or have
Yeah,
you
well,
gone straight to the only healthy stuff?
The thing is, like, we're trying to find balance, and
No balance. I don't need a balance.
Well,
I want butter. I want
yes,
well, it's
Yes,
getting there,
I know.
like you can
Yeah.
get healthy butter,
healthy butter,
Yeah.
organic
Ghee,
butter.
actually, it's crazy.
Ghee
but
is very good.
It's very
Yes.
good.
is very
and
good.
it's
healthy,
very
and
healthy.
Is it?
Yeah, it's super
is.
healthy. It's super healthy.
Oh, wow.
It's really good
Yeah.
for your gut.
Yeah, a
Yes.
friend of mine who's Indian
Yeah.
introduced me to it. That's all he uses, like ghee. I'm
Yes.
like, oh, really? Is this good stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
But just every once in a while, that guilty pleasure should be there.
Yes,
you
why
know?
not? Like, yeah.
Guilty pleasures can be a salad too from time to time. Dressing can be
For a
buttery
cow,
and everything.
for a cow.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I understand. No, don't
No.
worry. So Reyna comes back to get
Yeah.
a degree to Baja, gets a job here in Tecate.
This
You're like
was
this
not
flea-bitten
what I
town
thought.
in Baja,
Exactly.
right? You know, Tecate, what's that? You
Yeah,
know.
exactly. And the first
I just
time
know
she
the beer. You
First
know?
time, exactly that. What
I might be the only one
The first
there.
time I came and I just, from French training and all these French chefs, they go and pick them stuff from their gardens,
For
and
sure.
which is amazing
the
because
freshest
that is the
possible.
most, I think, passionate part of being a chef.
Really?
Like getting to choose your own products, have this, close contact with the things you're gonna cook. Like I think that is the most important part of being a chef. You don't get this stuff in the city. You go directly to the roots, and there's this natural connection you get that really ignites your creativity. I still do come here every week to look for all the ingredients because I really do enjoy
that.
and nourish my food passion through that.
You sound like the perfect tenant for the earth because you're appreciating every single taste and seasoning and little nuance flavor that it has to offer. You sound like a person who appreciates what exists, and
Well, I really do.
you're seeing from one day to the next the little
Yeah.
change this carrot had, and you're appreciating that. You're someone who never gets bored.
And then she just took me to, Ensenada. She showed me all the amazing seafood products they have there, and I was like crazily thinking, what am
I
I
can
wasting?
do?
Yeah, like
The things I can do
the things I
with
can
this
do here.
produce.
Yeah, and that's what triggered me. 2 months later, I just quitted my job and
Crazy,
And
that
open,
quick, huh?
yes.
Yeah, it was
One
like-
visit to
yeah,
your
just
girlfriend, visit her
changed everything.
and change everything.
Yeah, it's like crazy
Yeah,
stuff.
now-
Oh yeah,
Like
we're
that.
so happy here.
that you took that decision.
Actually, one thing I really do, shock me first
Yeah.
time I was here is like being a city boy, you don't get to hear silence, like in the middle of the night, hearing
Yeah.
nothing.
Cars
just
bustling,
calm.
right?
Exactly.
And right now we're hearing I don't know if
Planes.
the microphones can hear it, but it's just birds chirping. This is what nature can inspire someone to do. For some it's paintings, for others music, for Marcelo it's this. He nurtures with it and he is nurtured by it.
I think the most important part of what we're doing is to make special moments and that people can enjoy that. I think people should open their minds on food and they will have a much more happier life. I can assure you that.
That's how I've discovered
Yeah.
many meals. And I've had friends who but what happens when you try that new thing and you didn't like it? Well, I learned. I learned, but that's how I found like most, 8 out of 10, I found delicious meals that I never even thought were like that good. So.
And maybe those things that you didn't like it, maybe you will find sometimes someone who will cook them in a way you can enjoy them.
For sure.
My food itself is very rooted in French and Japanese food.
Really?
Yeah,
So
The
but
technique, basically.
on the
yeah.
technique,
On the technique.
base, yeah. But then when flavors come out, I really do think I am very Mexican and
The spices,
Japanese.
the chiles.
Those are the both. I mean, yeah, I do love having sashimi, you know, but having it with a little
With
bit
a
of
hot
spicy,
sauce.
hot
Okay,
sauce,
okay.
something like that. It's crazy good
So
for
you're
me.
definitely doing,
Yeah. You know, I love having ceviche with white rice.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
that's
That's
like something I
interesting.
really do love.
Well, folks, it's a very interesting story that Marcelo has and Reyna. We're very happy to have met them. So don't go anywhere, folks. It's Crossing South. We're going to continue exploring this very unique couple, multicultural couple, and we're happy to be here. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere. Crossing South. Reyna prepared us a meal outdoors on the premises of Rancho La Puerta. Healthy, beautiful, creative. It will not surprise you to hear that I wish all my meals were like this every day. The atmosphere is as good as the food. As night falls, we head to Marcelo's restaurant in the town of Tecate. The name Amores is the plural form of love. Apparently, anyone who knows anything about Tecate knows about Marcelo and his place. So I'm excited. I'm ready to see what Marcelo's got going. And you're gonna see it too, folks. So we're at Amores restaurant. We're here to see Marcelo's cuisine and we're here to taste it. It's Crossing South. It's coming. I'm gonna try this. This is the starter dish that he brought for us. It's a chocolate clam. It has a green apple, Baja's produce, natural wonders, with Marcelo's craftsmanship, passion for food, attention to detail. Everything is significant. He's telling a story with every single thing that he put in this. So let's just try it first. This is delicious. It's fresh, it's tasty. The green apple just gives it, the citrusy taste that combines perfectly with this chocolate clam. It has a little bit of vinegar, and it's phenomenal. I can recommend these chocolate clams right now. Marcelo knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. There's just this tangy taste. Very good. I'm very impressed. I'm very pleased right now with the first thing that he's brought out. Let's see what he's got next. Okay, so you got here a yellowtail crudo, which is raw yellowtail with radish salad. It's a raw seaweed soy sauce prepared, marinated crudo yellowtail. What they're gonna put right now is a beet juice that has lime and fish stock, which just sounds amazing. Check out how it is. Okay, so fantastic. Wow, I could eat a ton of this. Perfect. So this right here is an expression of the seasons, the salad. So it has, you've got your green leafy vegetables, your flowers. This dark powder is like dried olives, and the white one is like dried corn. He's gonna pour a roasted sesame seed dressing, which is very typical for Japan, from what I understand. At the bottom of this, he's got goat cheese, a cream cheese base. So let's dig in so we can get a little bit of that too. Let me see, it's on this side more. Look, I'll bring it out. Look, you see that? That's like a cream cheese that he bases it on. Let me just try this thing. This was incredibly good. Oh my goodness. Okay, you may want to turn away because this is kind of big. And what I tasted right now is one of the most delicious flavors I've ever had in my mouth. It's amazing. I do not know if it's the sesame seed, roasted sesame seed dressing, or if it's the cream cheese below it, I can tell you that the combination of it is one of the most delicious salads I have ever had. So, I was trying to keep my composure right now as I tried it. It is an amazing dish. Expectation level was here when I saw it, and the taste is right here. Just to give you an idea, it is an overachiever. This salad that I'm telling you, this salad that Marcelo has brought out is an overachiever. It's fantastic. Okay, so this is a Sea of Cortez prawn or shrimp taco. The half of it is covered with tartar sauce, which I love to begin with. So, and this one is a salsa macha, a blend of pico de gallo and peanut. So both sound incredible. Bear with me. Let's see how the salsa macha half fares, okay? If I had to choose a side that tastes, for me, better, maybe the tartar sauce side is a little bit better. Like if the tartar sauce side was a 10, the matcha sauce would be a 9, 9.5, but delicious overall. I've not had a bad dish yet. Is he gonna barbecue here on the table? Nice and warm. So this is a Chinese chashi, some sort of barbecue pit that's very common over there. And he's given me these slices of seasoned pork and some kimchi to add to it once it's roasted to my particular taste. So we're gonna go ahead and put it on. Hear it sizzle. So you're basically cooking on your table. Oh wow, look at that. Oh boy, look at it go. Look at it go. Look at it go. Woo! Okay, I'm gonna take this off. There you go. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. For glory. Towards victory.
I recommend just take it up because
Yeah.
it's gonna get burned.
Okay. Woo. Okay, let's try it with some kimchi. So let's see what our little barbecue experiment yielded here. Very tasty. Not better than what we've already had. Yeah, the experience was pretty cool. Not blow your mind taste on this one, like the other ones, but still very delicious. The seasoning on the pork has a very, almost like a Chinese food taste. This is a truffle mashed potato, tenderloin, medium rare, yes, and this is a roasted onion with rosemary, mustard jus, which is like gravy reduction. So it looks fantastic. Let's see how this plays out. Look at it glisten. It looks fantastic, but looks can be deceiving. Let's give it an honest assessment. We may have a new number one. The funny part is that this reduction, I mean, the meat is delicious. It literally melts in your mouth. But the reduction that he added to it is so good that as soon as that reduction touched my tongue, the signal of its taste reached my brain instantly. Now, just to honor the dish and the ingredient that Marcelo put on the plate, I want to try it with everything. I want to try it with everything that he put on the plate. It's fantastic. Wonderful. Just gonna pair it, just see how it goes with some wine. This kid knows what he's doing. He's a mad genius. I am very pleased. This is a very good evening. This is a special evening. I will return to this place for sure. This is the last savory dish. It's a pork shank. Is braised with a piloncillo sauce, piloncillo / beer sauce. The garnish is corn, squash, pomegranate, and pickled onions. So, and let's see how it is. It did not overtake the filet mignon, but it is very good. Very worthy effort. I just wish the outside flavor would last more.
Your pre-dessert?
My pre-dessert.
Yeah, it's a plate cleaner.
Okay, so Marcelo just brought me a pre-dessert. It might be the first time I've ever had a pre-dessert, which sounds phenomenal, by the way. He considers it a palate cleanser. So let's see what this is. Just a pineapple guava with yogurt sorbet. Whenever you add anything to dessert, be it a pre-dessert or a post-dessert, I'm happy with it too. So, Fantastic. Wow. My pre-dessert is pre-approved. Ocha cheesecake, which is the family of the butternut squash. And he's going to cover this with a caramel rum sauce that is just going to be delightful over it. So let's see how that pours in there. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. Oh boy. So anyone who knows me knows that I'm incredibly partial to desserts. So I think we're ready. I think we've come a long way together. We've been on this trip and this experience hand in hand. And it's time we wrap this up and bring it to fruition. People, let's break a little bit of the pieces open so that we can taste everything. Let's position it correctly. Rub it against the caramel rum. Do that. Look at that. The crust is perfect. The caramel rum, the cheesecake. It has this pumpkin flavor. You know, especially in the fall, which we're in right now. Pumpkin spice seems to be something that people like a lot. This is in that family. It doesn't taste like that. It tastes better than that. But it's within that family, and it just makes you feel. And it's a testament to the fact that Marcelo cooks with whatever is in actual season. So, hello there. Thank you for watching that Crossing South video on the KPBS YouTube channel. If you like that, click the subscribe button up here so you can watch more videos like that. Take care. Bye-bye.